Now next up, kids, we're going to draw another character based on circles, Madame Blueberry. Now Madame Blueberry is similar in size and shape to Bob, but she's got a bunch of other stuff to draw too. She's got long hair, she's got eyelashes, and she always has a lot of accessories, which kind of makes her fun to draw. Okay, let's get started. Like I said, she's a circle too. So let's start off with a nice big circle on the page, not too small. She kind of gets lost, and always draw light so you can cover up lines later you don't need. Now she's not a perfect circle, just like Bob. In fact, I made her a little wider on the bottom here. And right in the middle, I'm going to draw real light lines. It kind of tells me right where the middle of her head is. But she's got big egg-shaped eyes, just like Bob did. And her nose is a lot smaller. She's got a very dainty little nose, just like that. Now, like I said, she has eyelashes, long eyelashes, and if you remember in the first show with Madame Blueberry, she's always a little bored with life. So let's give her an expression that's just a little bit bored. Right about halfway in the middle of her eye here, I'm going to put her eyelashes in. Just this little S curve. See that? How it goes up near the center, and then when we get to the side, it just kind of goes off. You only have to really draw one eyelash, one big thick one. And the same thing on this side. Just like that. Okay. There. Now when I'm going back over the shape of her eyes here, you see I'm making one just a little bit taller than the other. That's why you don't want to do dark lines first. If you want to change your mind later, it's okay. It's always good to make things a little uneven. Now for her pupils, we're not going to put them down here in this open white space because we said she's a little bored. So we're going to make these kind of half circles that rest right under her eyelashes. See? She looks bored already because she hasn't learned her lesson yet. And like always, we leave little highlights in the eyes. Sometimes if you're drawing real small, you don't have room to leave highlights. That's okay. But I like to. It adds a little personality there. Okay. Yeah, she gets a lot of expression in her eyes there, doesn't she? And Madame Blueberry always has this little mole off to the side. Little beauty mark, just like that. Okay, and she's also one of the few characters that actually have lips. So we're going to draw about halfway down between her nose and the bottom of this circle. Just put a little line there. This is going to be her mouth line. This isn't the top of her lip. This is just actual the mouth. And it's kind of an M. You see that? Or it looks like a seagull flying off. All right? And then we're going to put in her top lip, which is like a taller M. And her lower lip is almost just like a big U shape. I'm going to come in just on the inside of that M, not all the way to the edge. And draw a nice big U shape. See, she's not quite happy, not quite mad, just kind of bored. Okay, now, obviously she looks a little bald right now. Nothing wrong with bald, but we're going to put a little hair on her. Okay. Off to the side here, she's got a very soft curve. This is going to be her wig, because she wears different color wigs in this show. She goes from brown hair to blonde hair. She has to have everything, including wigs. It's like a big, it's not a perfect curve this way. I curve under and then over. I like to put a little line in the middle here to show the hair parting a little bit at the end of the curl. I'm not going to draw, she's going to have a hat. So let's go to the other side and draw her hair. Just inside the circle line, her hair comes out, and it's going to curl out on that side. Make it a little different from one side to the other. There. Nice little flip on the edge. Everybody following along okay? All right. Now our hat is rather tall, so I hope you haven't drawn too near the top of the page. We're going to draw an almost straight line across there. Almost straight. It's just a little bit of a curve. And make her hair tuck up underneath that. Her hat's going to be kind of tall. So follow this curve off the hair. So up. And bring it down on this side. Curving down, so it's a little taller on this side than over here. And then, it's not going to be the same. It's going to kind of tuck around behind her. She's got this big, tall, floppy, very stylish, fashionably sensible hat. Like I said, she's always got accessories. So we're going to put this jewel right here. Just a few straight lines, kind of like a stop sign, only stretched out a little. See that? It's got all these, got a point on top, 2 straight lines down, and then a point on the bottom. And then if you can do another one inside, it's a little tricky. Take your time with it. There's a point on the top, 2 straight lines down, and a point on the bottom like that. And then you can connect the points like that. It makes a very sparkly jewel. Okay, she's also, other accessories, she wears little earrings, so we're putting like a little pearl on this side where her ear would be if she had them. And another one over here. There you go. Now Madame Blueberry doesn't sit on just flat on the ground usually like Bob or Larry do. She's always wearing something kind of very fancy. So she's got this big boa, this big kind of a fake fur thing that wraps around her. About where the earring is, going to be a big round shape, sideways U that comes around. And then at the very end, let it curl down just a little bit. Almost in the middle. If you go a little past the middle, it might be even better. And right here, over the line of her body, because she's sitting inside it, it goes in front of her. Another kind of sideways S curve, past her mouth and down. That's just the end of that little fur thing she's sitting in. It's fake fur though. Now it comes out the other side, and you want to make sure it looks like one of the like it's the same piece, like it wraps around her. So you don't want to start it over here, that's too high, or here it's too low. You kind of have to imagine this line right here, how it wraps behind her. Imagine it going all the way across and coming out the other side. So on mine, I'm putting it just kind of coming out behind the hair where the earring is. And this one, another big, nice big curve that comes right behind that end. And then right where her earring is, I'm gonna, see that line extends there? It helps it look like it's wrapped around her a little bit more. See? Right under her mouth, just let it curve down so it's tucked right in behind the front side. There you go. That wasn't so hard now, was it? Basically just a circle, lots of accessories. That was Madame Blueberry. Kind of fun, huh?
Oh, I get it. Circles with accessories. Where is that thing? I just used it yesterday. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, sorry. There it is. Got it. How's this? You gonna draw me now? Why is everything upside down?
Nice try, Larry. It's not the kind of circles I'm talking about. Come back later when we do ovals.